Hello citizens, this is Councilor Gian-Carlo. This is an update for the bike community in Calgary. It's Wednesday, May 22nd, and we just had Transportation and Transit's committee meeting for this month. And on the committee agenda was a motion arising that I brought to Council several months ago when we passed a number of rules and regulations regarding making biking easier in town. Rules that were granted to us in the ongoing charter discussions with the province. So right now, bicycles are largely regulated through the Alberta Traffic Act, but with the charter, some of those decisions were devolved to the City of Calgary. And a couple of months ago, we passed a suite of things that just make bicycling more pleasant, easier, and safer. There were a number of things that we did not do, and that has to do with the fact that those powers were not ceded to us by the province. And so I brought a motion arising at that point in time asking administration to continue to rally for those things that are important to us. Specifically, I was looking at the Idaho Stop, which is also called a rolling stop, which is basically the act of the bicycle legally treating stop signs as yield signs. And this is called the Idaho Stop because in 1982, Idaho passed it into law, and since then it has been passed in hundreds of jurisdictions around the world, and the results are very clear that it is not dangerous, it causes no negative consequences, it just makes cycling a lot more convenient, and let's be frank, it also mirrors what cyclists are already doing. So I asked Council or committee to recommend to Council to direct administration to continue to advocate on behalf of the cycle community here in town to eventually allow the Idaho Stop once we get the province on board, either by granting us the right to do that through the charter or just amending the traffic law for all of Alberta, or doing something in between. We're going to figure out that. I was happy that committee passed that recommendation. I also want to note that there were 6 other recommendations that administration said, well, since you're bringing a motion arising on this that we didn't get, there's 6 other things that we want to continue to hammer the province on, and we'd like Council's endorsement to do so. Those 6 things passed. There was an 8th thing, and like, just to be clear, it's like, can people with wheelchairs use the bike lanes, you know, power wheelchairs? They do right now, but right now it's technically illegal, so let's make that legal. Things like the Lime bikes that are around town, technically on the Act, because it's a electric assist bike, even though it's engine governed to certain speeds and everything, and even though it's basically a bicycle, you're technically not allowed to have those on the road unless they have a stoplight, a red stoplight every time you brake, and they have 2 rear view mirrors sticking out the handlebars, and you're wearing a motorcycle helmet. Obviously, no one's doing that. Let's make it not illegal. So these are the kinds of things that we were advancing. The final thing, of course, was that, not of course, but the final thing that we asked for is the establishment of an active modes advisory committee. Committee largely felt that that's too much bureaucracy and we're getting stuff done without that, and so that was kiboshed. The other 7 moving forward to Council, and I expect success there as well. Next stop, the province. Thank you so much, Councillor Gian-Carlo signing off.